OpenAI just uncovered something shocking, a secret AI-powered surveillance tool linked to China.
OpenAI has just uncovered a Chinese-built AI surveillance tool designed to track anti-China posts across Western social media. Here's how they found it. Someone working on the tool accidentally used OpenAI's tech to debug its code.
Researchers found it when a developer working on the project accidentally used OpenAI's tech to fix its code, exposing its purpose. This system tracks and flags anti-China posts on Western social media in real time. But here's the bigger concern. If this was found by accident, how many others are out there? How does this AI work? Who's behind it? And what does this mean for your privacy and online freedom? Stick around because we're breaking down everything OpenAI just exposed. The AI surveillance tool. This AI-powered surveillance tool was codenamed Peer Review by OpenAI's investigators.
It was by far the largest surveillance system or open source intelligence system that I'd ever encountered.
Canberra-based cybersecurity expert Robert Potter was recruited to restore it. He found 2.5 million people were being tracked, including 35,000 Australians. A few hundred of them.
They discovered it in a rather unusual way. Someone involved in the system's development used OpenAI's chatbot to debug a portion of its computer code. That mistake exposed its real purpose. According to OpenAI's findings, this system is programmed to track, collect, and analyze posts on Western social media platforms that criticize China. The AI filters through content in real time, scanning for keywords, sentiment, and even patterns in discussions that challenge the Chinese government's narrative. Ben Nimmo, a principal investigator at OpenAI, confirmed this was the first time they had identified an AI-powered surveillance tool of this scale. OpenAI detailed its findings in a report, highlighting how AI isn't just being used for content moderation. It's actively being leveraged for mass monitoring and data collection. This revelation raises significant questions. If OpenAI managed to uncover this tool by accident, how many others are out there undetected, and how much information is already being harvested? How this AI surveillance system operates?
We have large amounts of data sets that we can pull from. It's not like we have to go to a third party and purchase. Can you sell us 1,000 images of stairwells? If we're going to build something like this, then we're going to look out globally. We're going to talk to everybody around in our 18 offices. We're going to pull all those data sets back in, and then we're going to start training.
One of the most concerning aspects of this discovery is what the surveillance system is built on. Meta's Llama, an open source AI model. Llama, developed by Meta, formerly Facebook, was open source to encourage innovation. However, this has also made it accessible for anyone, including government-backed surveillance programs, to repurpose it for more controversial uses. In this case, OpenAI's researchers believe China has modified Llama to track social media discussions in real time, specifically looking for content critical of the Chinese government. How does this work? AI-driven sentiment analysis. The tool uses machine learning algorithms to detect words, phrases, and patterns that suggest negative sentiment toward China. It can then log these posts, categorize users, and potentially flag individuals for further monitoring. The AI isn't just passively scanning. Reports suggest that it aggregates real-time data from multiple platforms, giving authorities a near-instant picture of trending anti-China narratives. If true, this could mean that governments now have AI-powered tools capable of shaping, controlling, or even suppressing global conversations. This discovery is part of a larger pattern. China has been known for its extensive domestic surveillance systems, including facial recognition and social media monitoring inside the country. But the fact that similar tools are now being deployed externally, targeting Western platforms, is what makes this particularly alarming. Other shocking AI misuse cases. OpenAI's investigation didn't stop with peer review. Their report also uncovered other AI-powered campaigns, suggesting this isn't an isolated case. It's part of a larger, coordinated effort to influence global conversations. One of these campaigns, named Sponsored Discontent, involved the use of AI-generated content to spread propaganda against Chinese dissidents. The AI system was designed to create English-language posts that criticize individuals who oppose the Chinese government, potentially shaping international narratives. But it didn't stop there. OpenAI's researchers found that this same group had used its AI models to translate political articles into Spanish, distributing them throughout Latin America. The purpose? To push anti-US narratives and manipulate discussions in Spanish-speaking communities, influencing public opinion on a global scale. And this isn't the only example of AI being misused worldwide. OpenAI also uncovered a Cambodia-based operation that used AI-generated comments to scam people through a technique called pig butchering, a type of investment fraud where victims are tricked into handing over money through long-term social engineering tactics. The takeaway here? AI isn't just being used to track and analyze conversations. This raises an important question. If OpenAI was able to detect these operations, how many others are still hidden? And more importantly, how advanced are the AI-driven influence campaigns that no one has uncovered yet? AI surveillance on a global scale.
Like, you can build this surveillance system that can identify yesterday you're pregnant, today you're not, what happened in between? So it's not just a problem, for Iran or for the Palestinians or the Chinese. This can come to the US as well.
And to prevent them from crossing state lines, things like that.
Yeah.
Powered monitoring tools like peer review are already in operation. What does that mean for global privacy and free speech? First, it signals a major shift in how governments are using AI to track online discussions. In the past, social media monitoring was largely limited to keyword searches and manual flagging. Now AI enables real-time tracking on a massive scale, analyzing millions of posts simultaneously with near-human accuracy. Second, this technology isn't just limited to China. Governments worldwide have been experimenting with AI surveillance tools. In the US, law enforcement agencies have used AI for predictive policing. In the UK, AI-driven facial recognition has been deployed in public spaces. The difference is China's system appears to be targeting conversations outside its borders, meaning international users are now under AI-powered surveillance. And finally, there's the issue of what happens next. OpenAI's findings suggest that the rise of AI surveillance isn't something coming in the future, it's already here. And with advancements in AI models, these systems will only become more efficient, harder to detect, and more invasive. This isn't just a tech issue, it's a geopolitical concern. How will Western governments respond? Will there be regulations to stop AI models from being exploited for surveillance? Or is this just the beginning of an AI-driven information war? The dual-use dilemma. AI has become a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's revolutionizing industries, enhancing search engines, customer support, creative tools, and even healthcare. But on the other, it's fueling mass surveillance, state censorship, and disinformation campaigns. OpenAI's latest discovery proves that AI is no longer just a tool for innovation. It's now a weapon in information warfare, shaping narratives and controlling online discourse. This raises a critical question. Should OpenAI and Meta be concerned? Meta's Llama, which was open source to encourage AI development, has now been repurposed for government-backed surveillance. OpenAI has already taken steps to block misuse of its technology, but should they go further? Restricting access to AI models could prevent malicious use, but it could also limit innovation and transparency, pushing AI development into private, unregulated hands. And that leads to the bigger debate. How do we regulate AI? Some experts argue that stricter controls are necessary to prevent AI from being weaponized. Others warn that over-regulation could stifle progress, allowing only governments and corporations to control the most powerful AI models, creating a monopoly on AI-driven influence. Meanwhile, we may already be in the middle of an AI arms race, with governments using AI for everything from cybersecurity and surveillance to propaganda and psychological operations. The real question is, who will control AI in the future and at what cost? The future of AI surveillance. Now that OpenAI has publicly exposed China's AI surveillance tool, the biggest question is, what happens next? OpenAI has already issued reports to authorities, warning them about AI-powered surveillance and misinformation campaigns. But will this discovery actually lead to action, or will it become just another ignored warning in the growing AI arms race? So far, China has not issued an official statement regarding OpenAI's findings. In similar situations, Beijing has either denied involvement or framed such reports as Western propaganda. The question is, will they double down on their AI surveillance efforts, or will international pressure force them to shift strategies? Big tech companies like Meta, Google, and OpenAI now face a major dilemma. Should they start restricting access to AI models to prevent misuse? If they do, it could slow down bad actors, but it could also make AI development less transparent, allowing governments to privatize AI capabilities behind closed doors. One thing is certain, this discovery will fuel global AI regulations. The European Union, the US, and other nations are already debating AI safety laws. OpenAI's findings might push stricter AI access policies, reshaping how governments and corporations deploy AI worldwide. But will regulation be enough to stop AI-powered surveillance? If AI can already track political discussions, what's stopping it from expanding into financial transactions, biometrics, biometric data, or even private conversations. We're entering an era where AI will decide what is seen, heard, and censored online. The more advanced these systems become, the harder it will be to detect or stop them. So what can be done? Calls for AI transparency, stronger regulations, and ethical AI development are now more urgent than ever. But that can only happen if people are aware of what's happening. That's where you come in. Stay informed, engage in discussions, and demand accountability from the companies and governments shaping AI policy. If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comments section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.